What's up everyone, the flea market season is finally here and today is the first hunt of the year. I'm hitting the stalls to see what hidden gems and crazy deals I can find. Kick off the season with a bang, let's go treasure hunting. Okay, let's explore what we can find today. That's a nice looking motorbike here, which is actually a clock. Nice. That looks nice. How much is it?
£3. But it's solid, you can feel the weight.
Yeah.
It's decent, it's not plastic.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Does look nice.
Alright.
Thank you. Quite a bit of figurines here. Let's have a look if there is any maker's mark. You never know when you're gonna find some rare one and very expensive. BMS most likely. No idea, to be honest, what is it and what those letters mean, but if any one of you watching know, please let me know in the comments. That's some old, very old camera, all rusty, so yeah, gonna skip it. Yeah, they was talking about this clock, 100 quid. Expensive though. Here we have Cohiba cigar box, unfortunately empty, but still quite collectible. Nice item, I believe you can fire it up. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, that's a lovely cork for a wine with a fisherman on it. As well, these are quite collectible, obviously for people who's interested. Then we have some badges over here as well. Oh, and box with timbals, definitely checking this one. As you know guys, my dream is to find the silver one. Obviously for cheap price. So yeah, I always checking these timbals. Looking for hallmarks. Can't see any, but look at this frog. Would be nice if it would be made of gold, as it's yellow. But yeah, never seen one like this before. But yeah, unfortunately none of them are from precious metals. And here we have some fisherman's collection, I believe, yeah? So, what do we have here? Some very big keys from the safe, I believe. Where is the money hidden? Bits of jewelry, but again can't see anything precious. Oh, this box is 50p an item. I love them. Quite often you can find some decent stuff over there. Let's see if I can pick up something. £1 each or 6 for a fiver. I don't mind to pay as long as there is a silver one.
Can't help you, I'm afraid.
That's a weird item. And some more badges over here. Let's check them out, but as you know, I'm after the Soviet ones. Unfortunately, there was like Disney and Coca-Cola ones, so
Thank you.
not for me at this moment. You never know when I will decide to start collecting them, but not yet. And here we have Silwak, made in England. Yeah, and this most likely is some kind of an ashtray. What do you think? Looks like an ashtray to me, I don't know. Oh, look at this precious. Especially what I'm happy about is the sign on this table saying all items on it are £5. I believe sellers are putting these signs to make sure there is no negotiations going. But to be honest, for this beautiful Ronson, £5 is a cheap. So I'm definitely taking it. So is that a fiver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Okay.
First find of the season, guys. £5 for this beautiful Ronson. Don't worry if you miss it, I definitely gonna review all my findings at the end of this video, so make sure you watch till the end. Again, this tableware, always looking for silver forks or spoons. As long as you can get them by the price, a bit cheaper than the price of the scrap silver, you know you're in profit. Yeah, this part of tableware, I'm, to be honest, not sure what it used for. Maybe like for cakes? What do you think, guys? I think most likely to pick up like a piece of cake and you can serve it. Oh, that's definitely a vintage already. Just have a look on this antique Sony Ericsson mobile phone. Back in the days, if you have one of these, you are definitely a big deal in the hood. Nice. By the way, let me know in the comments if anyone had one of these. I was more like a Nokia guy, to be honest, but some classmates and friends of mine definitely had few of those. A bit more jewelry, but again, nothing that's catching my eye, unfortunately. I believe this item from brass that looks like an egg is used for salt or pepper. And that's like a tray for sugar, I believe, but always watch out for these ones because these ones are very often made of silver. So yeah, I'm always trying to check everything that might be a silver to be sure I don't miss it. Sorry guys, trying to focus but can't see any silver hallmarks or any maker's marks at all, unfortunately. But that little spoon did look nice. Huh, that's an interesting brooch with a watch, I believe. What do you think? Oh, almost missed this one, to be honest. Isn't it beautiful? I wonder the price. So how much is this one? £1.
Yeah, I'll pay.
Yes, please. Guys, only £1 for this beautiful table lighter. Just look at it. Unbelievable find, and only for £1. Definitely a bargain. Definitely my collection is growing. So hit that like button if you wish for me to show you my full collection. Maybe I should do a separate video with all the lighters I have picked up on the flea market so far. That would be a nice one. Okay, here we have some plates. This one is from Austria. Looks nice, but not sure on the value. Definitely it's worth more than 50 pence, but I'm not sure what is the resale value. Definitely need to pick up some books on pottery and stuff. Again, checking for silver. Yeah, unfortunately just aluminium. Yeah, amount of items you can see on the flea market is just insane sometimes. Your eyes are like all over the place, and sometimes you're just missing stuff. That's why when I'm rewatching my videos I'm like, oh, I missed that one, or oh, should have picked up that one. But yeah, when you're on the flea market exploring and filming, I believe you're missing like 25% at least. But hey, you always can go back on the same flea market hoping the seller's still gonna be there with the same items, hopefully, and then you should be able to pick it up. That's why I love this style of thrifting videos, when people are going on the flea market, car boot sale, and just thrifting around. Gives you some knowledge, gives you some nice items to explore as well. That's a small wall clock, definitely from 60s or so. And again guys, always checking for the silver. A nice looking ring, but again no hallmarks unfortunately. Yeah, the first car boot of the season, and it's just full of sellers. Amount of items I'm going through, I'm not even done 25% of it yet. Oh, let's check it out, this postcard album. Yeah, those postcards are definitely very old.
So how much are the postcards?
£8 he wants for the postcards.
Mm.
£8 is not a bad price, I believe. Again, for someone who's collecting
nice.
postcards, I believe it's a fair price, quite a bit of them in there. Plus the album itself costs money as well. Yeah, you can see and hear buyers around me asking about the silver again. So I'm not the only one smart guy here. And what is this nice looking gentleman doing here? Not fully in good condition unfortunately, but looks like he holding some kind of scales in his arms. Oh, and that's nice. Volkswagen collection. Fully boxed, so definitely worth picking up if you're interested. A bit of a queue here, trying to get to the stall a bit closer to see what this seller have to offer. Believe that's for the fruits, like sticks, to pick up the pieces. Only pick them up because I thought they might be made from bone. Unfortunately, they're plastic. But yeah, if you see any items made out of actual real animal bones, definitely worth picking up if the price is right, because they're worth quite good money. I don't think in England it's legal to sell it, but yeah, I'm not sure what the law is about that. There definitely is something. But yeah, I will have a look on it and I will let you know in my next video. Yeah, again, this nice, how do you call it, like a pot for sugar. But as you know, again, I was checking for silver hallmarks. And what do we have here? 1950s cigarette case. £8 is quite a bit too much for it, I believe. Again, sorry for repeating myself, but if it would be made of silver, it wouldn't be rusty first of all, and then the price of £8 would be a bargain. Here is quite a big spoon collection as well. One friend of mine is collecting spoons, but again, he's collecting silver ones. What do I see here? Some small jewelry boxes. The Leonardo collection. Looks nice, but again, are they worth picking up? I don't know. If you know, do let me know in the comments. If there are any special ones I should look for. But the ones like these two are pretty often. I mean, I see them quite a lot on a flea market, so. Coins. Here we have some British coins, 50p, quite a bit. Most of them are like in mint condition. Again, for the people who's collecting. The Port of London. Here we have some nice looking lighters. Let's have a look if I can pick up something for my collection. Most of them are like novelty lighters or like modern Chinese, but oh, this one, to be honest, is Pierre Cardin lighter. Not in the best condition.
Yeah, I'll take that one for a pound.
Yeah, not in the best condition, but for £1 you can't ask for more. Again, guys, I will show it more closely at the end of the video. Yeah, just have a look how much stuff is here. Everything you can wish for, you can find on a flea market or a car booth. Senior service cigarettes. Like old tin for the cigarettes. Again, have people who's collecting tins. I have a book on tin collections. Haven't read it yet, but definitely will during the season. To be sure, if I see some tins that are valuable, I pick them up. Because nowadays people are collecting everything. Even the items you can't think of, they're definitely someone's collecting. So knowing the value of items you're looking for is definitely a good sign, as you never know on what you can make profit, but if you know, then it definitely will help you out.
I mean, all the after the battle stuff is always really cool.
Again, was a cigarette case from 50s. From the army most likely, but
Yeah, they're so tight.
as it's not silver. Yeah, as it wasn't a silver, I'm not interested, to be honest. Yeah, but definitely worth checking out these boxes. Someone made a house clearance, definitely. Looks more like a grandma's house clearance, as items are very, very old. Some of them were. That's Coco Chanel perfume, obviously original one. Never doubt it. On a flea market, everything is original. Okay, these four have some hallmarks. Unfortunately, I don't see a lion or leopard head, because that's the sign of English silver. But yeah, definitely gonna make a snip of those hallmarks on that fork. I'm gonna check it out once I'm at home, because I'm sure it must have lion's head or leopard head to be classified as a silver. As otherwise it's most likely just silver plated. A little teapot. I think you can put the tea inside and make yourself a tea without all the leaves being around your cup. Oh, and this friendly call, I'm sure I've seen before.
£3 the little black.
£3. Last time I seen it, it was like 50p. Yeah, and the last time I checked, when it was selling for 50p, I checked it on eBay in sold. The most expensive one that was sold was £4 British, so for me picking it up for £3 is just no profit at all, considering shipping. These kind of small boxes, I just love them. Small boxes with small items. And it's like hundreds of them there. You need to dig through to find your treasure. And let's see if I can pick up something from this one. Most of the times it will be just rubbish, but again, thimble. Unfortunately not the silver one. But again, speaking of rubbish, as you know, for someone it might be rubbish, for another one it might be gold. And by the way guys, if you see something that I missed, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'm reading all the comments and always responding, so Your advices are always appreciated. This birthday I believe you're putting on the top of a bottle maybe? I'm not sure about that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 10 of them.
Yeah.
If she collects.
Yeah.
They're really
Good.
nice, aren't
They're
they?
nice.
A box with watches, but again, most of them are modern time ones, nothing old.
Good luck. Thank you.
And here we kinda have old badges, but no idea what they are. Something military related, most likely. That's a wrap up of today's carpet and flea market. So now let's have a look what did we pick up. So I did pick up for £1 this nice looking old pocket lighter. As you can see, it's year cut in. Not sure on condition, as can't see the spark, but gonna clean it, test it, and it's gonna join my collection. Another nice find, only for £1. As you can see, it's a table lighter, and it's a Panther table lighter. Will be first one in my collection. I have similar one, Calibri, but first time I see the one like this, so joining my collection as well. And for £5 I did pick up this nice looking Ronson. As you can see, it's a Ronson made in France, and I believe there is something on French as well. Apart from lighters, I did pick up 19 books about collecting old figurines. So I paid only 10 quid for all of them. I check on eBay, they're going around, some of them 5 quid plus, some of them 10 quid plus. So I think that's a good investment. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, so hit that like button, subscribe, and drop the comment below. And as always, I wish you all a happy treasure hunt.